Fighting from the blue corner, the All-American, Stann!
I train with Max. Do you?
Yeah, the number one thing with diet and supplementation is discipline, without a doubt. It's not just about making weight. Some people get caught up when they watch the sport of mixed martial arts. It's all about your diet to make weight. It's so much more than that. It's your diet to perform. There's no way anybody's gonna come into this gym and train as hard as I do without being on as dedicated a diet. You know, as much as I love to eat a slice of pizza or would love to have some ice cream or some dessert, I know how I'm gonna feel the next morning, and there's no way I can train as intense as I train and get the most out of it. And if I come into the gym and my body feels awful, then I'm gonna go through the motions in that training, and I'm not gonna get any better. When you're fighting the best guys in the world like I am currently, that's just a no-go, not if you wanna be a champion. I'm trying to stay right around 2,600. My BMR is right around about 2,000, and then, you know, so we'll add 600 calories to that. I mean, gosh, you guys followed me around yesterday. There's no reason training as many times as I did yesterday that I shouldn't be losing weight, but the hard part comes is that the weight has to come off slow now. You know, when I move down to 85, I just make sure in between fights, I don't get as big anymore. I stay right around 210, get to training camp about 208, and all I have to get to is about 203, 202, and I'm set. I can cut from there. Being a guy who fights at 85, I don't know of anybody at that weight class who I'm gonna find that's gonna be as physically strong as me. I just don't.
My degree is nutrition and dietetics, and I got that from Marywood University in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Applying my knowledge from what I've learned in school to Brian's professional athlete, it does, you know, correlate a lot. Although he doesn't tend to listen to me on some parts of it because it's me, but he does. I think the way I cook, you know, it's very healthy, and the foods that I buy, the choices I make, he always will call and say, hey, I'm cooking this tonight, what should I use, or what's better to get? And so just having me as that person to contact you know, at any time, whenever, it's great because he needs that, being in his profession, to have the healthiest, best option foods to eat for his, to keep his weight in check. It's just a low-carb wheat wrap with chicken salad mixed with fat-free ranch dressing and light mayonnaise and tomato. So I like to cook, and not so much desserts and things, but you know, foods. I enjoy foods, and I cook a lot of Italian, and that's his favorite.
My name's George Lockhart. I'm from Quantico, Virginia. I'm stationed in Quantico, Virginia right now, and I know Brian from 2004. After both our first deployment, we actually met up in a random spot in some rinky-dink gym in the Marine Corps where we started training together, mixed martial arts.
I hope we had to break into that rundown Marine Corps gym because we knew there were wrestling mats in there. We had to climb into the bathroom window just to train. Like, did we ever think, you know, it was going to go anywhere?
Yeah. Right now, I'm a lead martial arts instructor trainer for the Marine Corps Martial Arts. I started martial arts when I was, mixed martial arts when I was 16. I turned pro when I was 18, and you know, you get these phone calls where, hey, can you fight at 185? And I'm sitting at 210. You know, first time you cut that weight in like 3 or 4 days, you're like, I'm never doing this again, ever. I got really passionate about this. I wanted to not only, you know, learn how to lose weight, but I wanted to understand how to lose weight. The biggest thing that I am there for is when we start narrowing things down, to keep the performance going up even when his weight starts coming down.
So do we want to do that loading period kind of nowish and then cut it a little later? Or?
Yesterday at this time, you were what, 201?
He's at 196.2, or like 0.5, something like that. people, I tell people you gotta look at your body like a car. You know, a lot of people in the basic nutrition world, they're like, well, you wanna lose weight? We're gonna fuel you up less, you know. Your metabolism, they'll look at your age, your height, and your weight. And they get your BMR, and they're just gonna subtract 500 calories, and at the end of which, in 1 week, you lose 1 pound. Well, for an MMA fighter who's gotta lose 20, 30 pounds, you know, call me back in like 30 weeks and we're rocking and rolling, you know what I'm saying? If you look at in that video, you're fueling the car up less, you're driving it more, and you're expecting performance to increase. It doesn't happen. The way that I go about it is I just put a bigger engine in the car, so it uses fuel a lot faster. We boost that BMR. A lot of it is gonna be dependent on the amount of water that they consume.
How many gallons of water?
I try and get about 2.5 gallons in. It keeps my metabolism going just because I have such a hard time cutting the rest of the weight now. I feel like I'm pretty lean and shit, I still got 5-6 pounds to go.
And a lot of people, they don't realize, you know, carbohydrates, it's got a bad rap, but there's a time and place for everything. Fats, carbohydrates. It's not unlikely for an MMA fighter to burn 800, 1,000 calories in a workout. Most of them will eat a banana afterwards and they call it a day. If you're burning mostly carbs after a workout, let's just say you burn 100, percent carbs and you burn 800 calories. It would take 200 grams of carbs to fuel you back up. And I've yet to talk to an MMA fighter that's like, yeah, I'll down that much after a workout or during or around that workout. Not even close, you know? And then they wonder why at the end of the week they're fueling down. Brian, the biggest thing is giving him what he needs when he needs it. And with his mentality, his work ethic, if he can keep his body to stay with his mind, you know, sky's the limit.
I don't feel horrible. I mean, I'm just grumpy because I want to fight something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right where we should be.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you should be really sort of
I don't feel weak, dizzy.
Yeah.
I feel fine.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like any cramping or anything yet, so I think it's gonna feel even better once I loosen up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get hit that thing a couple times too.
Yeah, I do.
Is that time?
Yep.
Looking really fresh.
Not bad for no food.
Yeah, great.
That message has to be out there. You know, if you're gonna be a serious athlete and you're gonna do this sport, which is very serious, you need to be dedicated and disciplined, not just in the gym, but what you put into your body. You know, that's the fuel that's gonna move you around, that's gonna allow you to perform. And you know, you're gonna get out of your body what you put into it.